Hi everyone. We're going to continue on now with step 5 of lab 1 for cis192. What we're going to do is on each of these two VMs, our Ubuntu VM and our CentOS VM, we're going to log into Opus. And then we're going to record that login information on in our lab01 file. So let's start with our CentOS VM. Let's see here. I just clicked inside the window so we can see it. We're going to use the SSH command to log in using our student ID. In this case, it would be Benji's, but you'll use your own for this. 192 at, and we need to specify the name of the computer on the internet that we want to log into. It's opus.cabrillo.edu. So we're on one computer. We're on Elron. It's a Linux computer. It's in the virtual lab. And from this computer, we want to log into another computer on the internet. In this case, Opus. That's the way we do it with the SSH command. Okay, we're going to get a little warning here. It's basically, are you sure you're connecting to who you think you're connecting to? Do you really think you're connected to Opus? And we're going to say yes. You got to type YES, all three letters. You can't just type Y for this. Now we're going to enter our password for Opus. There we go. So now we've logged onto Opus from Elron. Notice how that prompt has changed. It's no longer root at Elron. Now our prompt tells us that we are currently talking to the Opus computer. So it says simsben192, the account we're logged in as, at Opus. That's our prompt. Let's do the same thing on the Ubuntu VM. Hit Control and Alt to get out of this VM and click into the Ubuntu VM. Let's SSH to Opus, and we're going to log on as 192 at, we need to give the fully qualified host name of the computer on the internet that we want to log into, and it's going to be opus.cabrillo.edu. Oh, what happened? I have too many L's in there. Since I can't resolve that into an IP address, that's the DNS server saying that doesn't even, I don't have a record of that. Now we got our warning. Yes, yeah, we do think this is Opus that we're talking to, not some man in the middle impersonator. Put in our password here. You only get that warning once, and then that host is actually added to your list of trusted computers, so you won't see that warning again. And there. See how our prompt has changed from root at Frodo? Now it's simben192 at Opus. $sign. So we're no longer a privileged user. We're not root anymore. We got that $sign prompt. So what do we do next here? We're going to use the who command on Opus to see if we've got 3 logins. So let's see. I'm back here. I've just brought up our PuTTY session here. This is our original login to Opus. And let's type who. And by golly, there are 3 logins by simben192. The first one that was initiated at 7:58 this morning, today the 13th, came from a Cruzio host. That's because my ISP is Cruzio. And the other 2 logins, one at 9:05 and one minute later at 9:06, came from the IP address 10.64.25.2. That is actually the IP address for our gateway, the one that we're going through to get to the outside world. So if I want to capture this information, I can do it by redirecting this output into a file and copying that file into VI, or I could do copy and paste. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. Let's do it by just redirecting the output. I'm going to do who. I only want our login information, so I'm going to pipe it into grep $sign log name. Okay, so now it's just sim_bin32. And then I'm going to up arrow, bring back that same command. I'm going to append the output two greater than signs to our lab01 file. So basically, this is going to just append those 3 lines to our lab01 file. Then I'm going to go in and edit lab01 and just copy and paste or yank and paste those lines into the right spot. Okay, so let's VI lab01, and there those lines are. And I want those lines to be up here under step 5. Okay, so I'm going to use yank and paste. This is the way VI does copy and paste. I'm in command mode. I'm not in insert mode. I'm in command mode. I'm going to position my cursor to the first line, and I'm going to press the 3 key, and YY is the command. 3 lines yanked. I'm going to go up here to step 5, and I'm going to do a little P to paste those 3 lines up there. I'm going to go back down, and I'm going to use the double D command to delete each of those lines. There we've completed step 5, using some things we learned in CIS-90, yanking and pasting, appending, using redirection to append the output of a command into another file. Good review from CIS-90. And let's save this before we forget. WQ, and I always like to cat it out again, just to reassure myself that I didn't make any boo-boos. And there we are. Step 5 complete.